What's up, guys? ScarfChompGaming back on the mic here. We have a Simple Swoobat team today for you, and it's very fun to use. And honestly, as funny as this sounds, it is simple. You lead with Grimsnarl, you set your screens, you lower the opponent's special attack, and then you bring out Swoobat and start setting up. Really, you only need one Calm Mind, and then you just need to start air slashing. This thing is really fast, so it can outspeed most things. I wish you were on a bulkier set, but I found out you don't really need it, and Heat Wave over Roost is super nice when the steel types come. Most times you're going to lead Grimsnarl, Urshifu, and then bring Swoobat. Sometimes you lead Skuntank, and if you think you can really set up, Butterfree's fun with Compound Eyes. Then we got Krookodile for distractions and fun, and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, other than that, we're close to 150 subscribers. So awesome. Thanks everybody for the subscriptions. Really appreciate it. And thanks everybody for the comments and the teams and the suggestions and all that stuff. It's really fun to be able to use other people's teams or suggest a Pokemon and make a team around it. I really enjoy doing that. But yeah, keep them coming because it's very fun. But with that, we will jump right into the battles. We have our first opponent. And this is definitely a Grimsnarl Urshifu Swoobat. Because they're either leading with Gengar and or Ninetales. And we can deal with Ninetales pretty handily. In fact, I prefer Ninetale leads. It is the Gengar, which isn't preferred, but it's not bad. And we're going to go for the light screen, obviously. Now we do still need to be careful because it can max ooze. But we will set up the light screen, which should at least allow us to live. And then I will definitely go for a Thunder Wave next turn. So there is the light screen. Here comes a max ooze, as expected. We should eat that pretty well. And we do. We will not survive another one, so we're going to try and get the Thunder Wave off here. It's Life Orb, so we don't need to worry about Focus Sash. That is ideal. And there's the T-Wave. So good for us. Here comes the max ooze. So Gengar's at +2. And it's going to look pretty bad here, but we're actually going to come in with Swoobat. And we're going to get ourselves set up here pretty nice. So Grimsnarl does exactly what we need him to do. And now we just bring in our good pal Swoobat. And what we'll do is we'll Calm Mind. And this will basically nullify Gengar's boosts. We're definitely going first. Hopefully it's paralyzed. That would be ideal situation. Alright, and since we're simple, and there's the paralysis, so that will end our opponent's Dynamax. And we'll start ours. Now you'll see stored power. It's going to be at 100. It's X times 20 plus 20. So since we have 4 stat boosts, it'd be 80 plus 20. So we're at 100 base power, but we're not done boosting yet. I believe a max airstream will be more than enough to take out Gengar. And that will ensure that we outspeed anything our opponent throws at us. Choice Scarfed anything. And we still have Urshifu in the back. Here comes the max airstream, which should have no problem KOing. And it doesn't. Our opponent no longer has a Dynamax left. We still have 2 turns. And we just boosted our stored power again, and we pretty much ensured that we're faster than everybody. Alright, and our opponent sends out my low tick, which is a very good play. I will go for the Max Mind Storm here, just to set the Psychic Terrain, which will help boost a little bit. And that does massive damage. And we still have the light screen up, and we have +2 special defense, so anything this thing throws at us will be fine. And it goes for a recover, which, in my opinion, is not its best play. Alright, so it just burned itself. I'm kind of nervous of a Mirror Coat. And now that it has Marvel Scale, I think we'll go for a Max Guard here. Just because I'm a little nervous of what it can do. And we'll call Mind again, because I know this thing can't touch us. See, there's the Mirror Coat that we potentially wouldn't have survived. So I think that was pretty smart on our part here. And we're going to set up again. That way it'll guarantee us. So we're 6 stats, which puts us at 120, which puts us at 140 base power. I mean, we'll call Mind here again, and we are faster. I'm supposed to set 180 for stats. Alright, so my low tick goes for recover again. And I'm pretty much saying there's no way this thing can survive. We're going to go for the stored power. We're +3, we got the Psychic Terrain, we have a lot of stats, there's no way. See you, my low tick. Our light screen does wear off, which is unfortunate, but this should pretty much be the game. And out comes Azumarill, and since we have the Psychic Terrain, it cannot Aqua Jet. And yeah, we'll just hit the stored power again. See ya, Azumarill. And Swoobat will simply sweep our opponent. Another opponent here, so we have to be careful about that Blissey. We have to get rid of the Blissey. We have options to be successful here, and I think a Butterfree lead is actually pretty safe. And Swoobat, and then Urshifu. I think we can be okay with that. We'll have to see what our opponent does, but I think that's a relatively safe play. Our opponent might leave the Blissey at home because of the Krookodile and the Urshifu. Urshifu is relatively threatening. Now, Clefable with Unaware could be pretty annoying. Okay, so we're Compound Ice, Focus Sash. And here comes the Sleep Powder. And our opponent's going to go right for a Dynamax. So it probably has a... Ooh, I don't know what it has. Most of these run like Iron Head, and hopefully we can get the sleep off here. Our target got bigger, right? We'll see. Alright, it's going for a stance change, so it's faster than us. We are Focus Sash. And goes for a Max Airstream. Pretty good play. I did not expect that. And we are Focus Sashed, which is nice. And it's Life Orb. And we hit the Sleep Powder. Perfect. Okay, so what we'll do is we will quiver dance. We'll set up just a bit. What's great about this is we stall out our opponent. And then we'll baton pass. This is great for us since our opponent is asleep. And I don't want to get too greedy here. And we'll go right into Swoobat. And this will allow us to Dynamax. And ideally our opponent stays sleeping. We do have to be careful of the Shadow Sneak because it will be super effective. But I think if we Dynamax, we'll be just fine. Hopefully it's still, like I said, hopefully it's still sleeping. And we can just KO it. I definitely think if it's in Blade form, we have no problem KOing. But we shall see. It doesn't move first, so we should just KO right here. Straight up. And we do. Our opponent was probably not expecting the Max Flare. I can kind of understand that. It's not super common. But this is where I kind of decided Max Flare was better than Roost. Alright, and this thing's going to be Choice Scarfed. Or, sorry, Focus Sashed. We'll go for the Max Airstream. Boost our stats. And no Focus Sash. Our opponent's out of Dynamax. And we should outspeed anything. And I think here, what I'll do... Oh, I'm definitely hitting a Max Mindstorm. Actually, every single move we have, other than Max Guard, is super effective, and our opponent will just cancel the battle there, understanding that they can't win. And Swoobat picks up another, basically sweep. We'll call that a sweep. We have our next opponent, and I see a Comfy, and I'm instantly triggered. I hate that thing. What does our opponent lead? I honestly don't know. And when I don't know, that makes me want to bring Skuntank. We can't bring Krookodile, it'll get KO'd by Comfy. Nothing we have. I mean, Butterfree to put it to sleep, but I just really want to lead Skuntank. Skuntank is so good. And I think we bring Krookodile. And our boy Swoobat has to come, right? You have to bring Swoobat. Comfy is just so annoying. +3 priority move, or sorry, healing move is ridiculous. I mean, it's not OP, it's just really annoying. I can see our opponent leading with it. I hope they do, because we brought Skuntank. And this thing really should be Aftermath. I don't know why I thought the Stench was better. Hey! Comfy, we guessed right. We could just explode on whatever our opponent decides to switch in. Let's see if they have any steel types. They do not. Obviously they're going to switch into something that's poison. They stay in. Okay. I can respect that. Citrus, Soap, defense, raise their defense. Okay, goes for a Leech Seed. I don't know if I'm necessarily in agreement with that. So I'm gonna go for an explosion here. just so they don't get any more health back or anything like that. That does okay damage. Basically, the reason I did that is because I think it's going to try and set up on us. Okay, it did. Krookodile will get KO'd at this point. So really our only chance here is Mr. Swoobat. We can't Calm Mind. It's going to go for a Draining Kiss. And we might get swept by this Comfy here. It's so annoying, right? If you do not have a good way to deal with it, you are in trouble. Now maybe we should have led with Swoobat, because we could have Calm Minded. There's the Draining Kiss. Hopefully it doesn't do much. Problem is, it gets 75% back, which is insane. And we don't do jack crap. And our opponent's basically just going to keep... Alright, goes for Synthesis because obviously it heals, right? And they're going to stall out our Dynamax, which is I'm kind of okay with. Because we're +3 at speed at this point, and we're about to be +4. Yeah, obviously goes for Synthesis again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go for a Calm Mind after this. That should pretty much keep this Comfy in check. And we probably didn't have to. We probably could have gone for Stored Power here because it potentially activates our berry. Okay, so it goes for the Synthesis. So we should be fine here. I'm going to be pretty confident in Swoobat's abilities here. We've got 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got 220. 10, 10, 220. Alright, here comes the Stored Power. It's going to go for Leech Seed this turn. I wish we would KO it. I know we... Oh, we do. Okay. Yeah, Stored Power is just so strong. It's basically like getting hit by an explosion. And we should have no problem taking our opponent out here other than priority moves. I know we're faster. We should KO this. We should definitely KO this. I'm glad we picked Stored Power. We're +2. Yeah, we're faster. We're +2. We KO this thing. Yeah, look at the HP just fall. And our opponent, at this point, has pretty much realized there's nothing I can do. That was their last hope. Priority does kill Swoobat. That's why you gotta get a Psychic Field down. Now, I didn't put one down because of Comfy, but Snorlax has a chance at surviving this, but we'll see. This is still just a lot of damage, and we won't get to because our opponent will cancel the battle again. So, we'll still pick up a win, but our opponent does cancel again. Alright guys, well, there were a couple Simple Swoobat battles. Hopefully you like this team. I think we definitely got a pretty good team here. I can win very consistently in Master Ball tier with this team. I think I went on like a 6-1 stretch with it. After I tried to pull off a gimmick team, and I lost a lot of matches. It was a very inconsistent gimmick. Maybe I'll try again, but yeah, I had to pull this team out of the bag, and it worked pretty good, as you saw in the videos. really, it's all about protecting Swoobat and then getting it set up. Once you lay those screens out, it can take hits, and you can use its Dynamax to boost its stats, which is awesome. And then you can start hitting stored powers and outspeed everything. Because, I mean, it has a very good base speed. I believe it's 182 max speed, beneficial nature. So, yeah, definitely go ahead and check out this rental team because you will win with it. It's very hard to lose, especially with Urshifu in the back. Urshifu in the back is so good. And really, you could choose either or, the dark one or the water one. Wicked Blow is just as good as Surging Strikes. I chose it for the water coverage. But, yeah, other than that, let me know what you guys think. I want to hear more from you guys about teams that you want to see because I really enjoy getting a Pokemon and trying to make it. Now, I know someone suggested Victory Bell a little while back. It's not in the game, so we'll have to wait for Crown Tundra possibly, or not at all. I don't know. But working on Tauros' team, it's tough. Tauros is subpar, in my honest opinion. Very hard to make good. And maybe that's just the current meta. There's a lot of defensive type mons, and it's screwed. But yeah, no, definitely. Let me know what you guys like. Hopefully, you like this team. It was very fun to use, very fun to sweep with. People do cancel the battle a little early on you when they realize, oh, I got nothing. But yeah. Other than that, thanks again for the comments and the subscriptions. I always look forward to reading your guys' comments. I love interacting and just talking Pokemon. But yeah. Other than that, I'll start working on the next video and the next team, and hopefully you guys enjoy this one. We'll catch you in the next one.